close to coming back to KBFC. I was in touch with Kibo Itsuno at that time. He was the coach.
Yeah.
Also, I was there for meetings, like Zoom meetings, preparing for the season, pre-season.
Mm.
And maybe Sahal is amazing person, humble,
Mm.
hardworking, big talent if you ask me, because he has something in him that, let's say, that maybe 1% football players in India have. I have this energy in me, and like doctor said, no, because it had injury, you need to stop, go out,
Yeah.
and I said no, no chance. I want to play in this game, so
Yeah.
I took responsibility that I will continue. So yes, I went in. It was never a pressure, but was always a pleasure because
Would you recommend any international player, like any close friend of yours, to come to ISL,
in
right?
the beginning, I'm watching stadium is full, and it's
Mm.
nice to see that. And then when, let's say, that KBFC is not close to reach like
Yeah, when they
top
don't
six,
perform well, they will.
exactly. Unfortunately, nobody knows the truth behind the story because
Mm.
I was like, let's say, the bad boy. Some of them, they are not playing football, and they said, "Look, fuck football, go out with me," or
Mm.
something like that. Enjoy spending time. And I think he developed his mentality to KBFC,
Mm.
and that was the biggest growth, if you ask me.
So yeah, recently I got an incredible opportunity to take an interview with an ex-ISL player. It is none other than Matej Poplatnik. First of all, I am to thank Matej Poplatnik for giving me this incredible opportunity to take an interview with him. Since this is my first ever interview with a professional football player, there would be some mistakes, but I've tried my level best to make it interesting for you guys. In this video, we'll cover how Indian Super League has improved from the previous seasons. We'll talk about the growth of Sahal. We'll talk about Matej Poplanik's professional football career life and his fun moments at Kerala Blasters and many more. If you're an Indian football fan, just sit back and enjoy this video. And do subscribe for more interesting content. So, first of all, thank you so much for taking your time for attend this interview. I've been such a huge fan of you when you played for Kerala Blasters during the 2018 season. So we actually miss you, especially the match against ATK when you scored one great goal. That we won't even forget. Like before we dive into that, how is everything going there now? How are you settled in your club right now? Is everything good there?
Yeah, first of all, thank you for bringing back all the memories. I'm still
Yeah.
remembering that day, 25th of September. Yeah, everything is okay in Slovenia. Everything is okay in my club now. We started the preseason on 16th, so this is our third day. I'm a little bit tired, but okay.
Yeah, it's great. Okay, so I'm going to ask you, like, how did you go from a young player in Slovenia? Even your brother is a football player, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
even your brother. Yeah. So how do you go from a young player in Slovenia to playing in different countries? How is that your experience? You have come to India. You played for Livingston FC also.
Yeah, so my first time so abroad of the Slovenia was in Bulgaria, like my first away club. So I was young, of course. All players want to improve and play in better leagues.
Yeah.
So I grabbed the first chance I got. So I went to Bulgaria, and if I look at the back, was good experience. Maybe not so much about the football, but about the life, because this situation there was hard. But I was like improved and become more like older with more experience, and was like good opportunity to grow for the other occasions.
Yeah.
So this was
Mm.
my first one. Then I went back to Slovenia to my former club.
Yeah.
So then in second division I scored around 30 goals, and then in first division 19, I think, something like that.
Okay.
And there was my second chance to go away from Slovenia,
Yeah.
and I had a few options, and one of them was India,
Yeah.
Kerala Blasters,
Yeah.
and I was like thinking what to do. Um, And of course, I was checking because honestly, in Europe at that time, ISL was not so known.
Yeah, it was not
There was like
famous. Yeah.
I was there in the fifth season, yeah. So before only 4 seasons were there before me,
Mm.
and I was checking. I was on the phone speaking with Mr. David James. He was coach
Evidence.
at
Yeah.
that time, and I was googling, checking, and I saw that India is like big stadiums,
Yeah.
big names, big players played there, like full stadiums, and I was taking slowly these things seriously, you know.
Yeah.
So I spoke with few guys because one guy from Slovenia also played there, Rene Mihelic in Chennai.
Yeah.
So he was
Yeah.
champions there. So he said to me like, yeah, maybe it sounds like not professional, but believe me, the clubs there are like professional and it's a good league. So I said, okay, give me 2 more days and I will decide. So in the end, I decided for KBFC and was really good, a nice time. Unfortunately, uh, nobody knows the truth behind the story because
Mm.
I was like, let's say, the bad boy, but I didn't want to speak bad about, let's
Yeah.
say, some people
So, yeah.
there because my experience in India was really good. I
Okay.
enjoyed spending my time there. Also, football, free time. People are
Mm.
nice. Like I said, stadiums are good. League was good. I really enjoyed there. Unfortunately, I
You
could
were only
do
like for
best.
one season.
Yeah, only 1 season, but
Yeah.
I think I could do best because I don't know. I know the situation was like that. I scored
Yeah.
only 4 or 5 goals. So
Yeah.
so
It's
yeah,
for full.
I understood also that people expect more from me. But
But
believe me, I
still,
give
that
my
goals, you were my favorite player that season because we didn't have a good season that time.
yeah,
So,
thank you. But still,
yeah.
but for me, still was like good time there.
I was like pretty sure like if you had played the next season, we could have like you could have scored more goals and we could have also played better. But unfortunately, you weren't there.
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe yes, but we will never know. But unfortunately, I went on loan to one team in Hungary, Kaposvari, just for 4 months, and I was
Mm.
close to coming back to KBFC. I was in touch with Kibo Vitsuna at that time. He was the coach.
Yeah.
Also, I was there for meetings, like Zoom meetings, preparing for the season, pre-season,
Mm.
and maybe one day or,
You will come
or
back.
the same day when I had a flight back,
Mm.
the things not got well. Um, I really like gave a chance. I hope that I will go back, but
Mm.
unfortunately, you know, there are always two parties. You know, it's not.
Yeah.
It was not only on me, but I don't want to speak about others. Let's talk about me and
Okay.
KBFC and football. So yeah,
Okay.
and then I was like in I was between two decisions, and one of was like, okay, I can be quiet
Mm.
and like forget everything, or maybe this what was happening was not good and
Yeah.
I need to stop that. So I decided to stop that. So I terminate my contract there because there was some things in
Mm.
background. I don't want to speak about them.
In
And
22, you
Scotland,
won the Scottish Challenge Cup. You scored two goals in the finals also. And even you got an
yeah,
injury that time, right? Can you just take me to
yeah.
that experience in your head? I saw a YouTube video where you're talking like in the final after the match.
No, it was really amazing. I think this is
Yeah.
one of the best game in my life. Like I
Yeah,
was
I saw
praying.
the highlights. It was great actually. I
People
actually
called me
wanted
there
to
that
watch it
I was
live. I don't know.
people called me like that I was like Rooney in prime, you know. I scored two after first goal.
Yeah.
So when I scored the first goal, I got injured, yeah, because the
Uh,
guy like kicked me with the boot
in the final, you got
directly in my
injured.
head.
In the final, you
Yeah,
got
in the
injured.
final. Yeah, in
Okay.
the final. So he cut my ear and my head
Mm.
with boot, so there was blood.
Mm.
But you know, I had a feeling I have like I have this energy in my in me And like doctor said, no, because it had injury, you need to stop, go out.
Yeah.
And I said, no, no, no chance. I want to play in this game. So
Yeah.
I took responsibility that I will continue. So yes, I went in. Sometimes I was a little bit dizzy, but still continue. So yeah, I in the second half I scored second goal with my head again.
Uh,
It was like for 2-1, and then I assist for the third goal, and I was like player of the game
yeah.
uh, this day, and
You
yeah,
even said
it's
that
like
after the match that everyone deserves that appreciation. Like I
yeah, yeah,
agree
yeah, yeah,
with
yeah,
you.
yeah, it's true. I
And over the
also met,
yeah,
yeah, sorry. I
yeah,
also
over
met
the
few
yeah.
friends from Kerala there in Edinburgh. They are studying there,
Okay.
you know. Yeah, yeah, few of them. I also here in
Yeah.
Slovenia. So
Okay. So over the past few years, you have been in great form, scoring goals consistently and really growing as a player. Now, when you even made your debut for Slovenian team and you even made a friendly match against USA, right? That must be a proud moment for you.
yes, this was like so. I set my goals in my
Yeah.
career,
Yeah.
reach all goals in my career because I wanted to play at least one game for national team and at least
Yeah.
one game in like Champions League, Europa League,
Mm.
Conference League, something like that.
Yeah.
So these goals I reached in the past season, which was like one big point for me. I said,
Mm.
okay, from now on, I reached all my goals. Now
Mm.
I would like only to enjoy, play football.
Yeah.
So I don't know for how many years more, but now
Maybe
I'm
you will
only
play more
enjoying
roles.
and
You
playing.
surely definitely play more for the national team. They're hoping for that.
Maybe yes, maybe or not. I don't know because also this season, if I look at back, I scored 20 goals and 4 or 5
Mm.
assists. Was a good season. Maybe I was
Yeah.
close to call up for the national team. I don't know, but
Mm.
maybe everything is possible. Yeah,
Yeah. So, do you still follow ISL and any players like are your favorites or something?
yeah, of course, of course. I'm watching some games if they are on a TV, or at least I am checking results. Of
Yeah,
course,
I've seen
first
like you
thing.
have put stories and all. I've seen it. Instagram.
Yeah, 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 of course,
Yeah.
because it's like I said, I
Mm.
was, I still have few friends there, so because
Mm.
of them, I also watching ISL, but so India is now part of me. I was there, I was playing there, I had a good time there, so it's normal
Mm.
that I'm still like watching.
Anyone still, any player you're still in touch with?
Uh, let's say that every couple of months I am in touch with Sander Dingan.
Sunday is again okay.
Um,
Great. Yeah.
yeah, we are still in touch, and
Yeah.
also a few other players. But now it's difficult because I also have
Yeah.
family,
You
so
played
now
like
I'm
long back. Yeah. It's been
yeah,
long
yeah,
season.
yeah,
Yeah. So,
exactly. Yeah.
okay.
But with
What is
Sanders,
the,
I'm let's say still in touch. Yeah.
okay. So, what was the thing that surprised you about Indian football when you came here? When you came first to ISL? Did anything like sound different for you?
I would say conditions, big stadiums, nice
Yeah.
pitches, good players.
What about playing in Kerala Stadium? Was it like a big pressure? Because that time the stadium used to be like full of crowd, full of chanting.
For me, was never a pressure, but was always a pleasure because
Place.
I
Yeah.
never played. Okay, I played in full stadiums, but maybe in front of 20,000.
Yeah.
That
This
time,
is
when
yeah.
especially the second game, home game against New Delhi, I think we played after 80K away
Yeah.
game when we won 2-0. The stadium was full, but I was impressed what were happening before game
Mm.
when we were traveling with bus to the stadium, like maybe 3 kilometers in front of the stadium. There was
Yeah.
everything was in yellow, like
Yeah.
was crazy, was
It's
crazy.
really crazy
So
there. Yeah.
for me was never a pressure, always like a pleasure, and I
Yeah.
was always enjoying that because also when we do warm up,
Mm.
stadium was almost like let's say full. So it was
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah,
And not only in the Kerala Stadium, right? Like whichever stadium you guys go, you might be seeing the full of yellow, right?
yeah, exactly. So all stadiums for like home stadiums, everything was in
Yeah.
yellow. Yeah, yeah, it's true,
Yeah.
it's true.
So would you recommend any international player, like any close friend of yours, to come to ISL right now? Like ISL, what do you think about the condition of ISL right now? Like, is it good? Do you think? players should come and play?
I think is every year is better, especially when I am looking back when I was there. The season was too short,
Yeah,
only 18 games. For me, this was a big problem. Now, when the league, so there is more matches, more
yeah,
clubs. So
yeah,
it's like from I leagues club go up. You know,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
it's
correct.
it's better. I
Every season
think
a new club
because
comes. Yeah,
exactly, and I think because of that, in league will improve. More
yeah,
and more players will go there because let's say that before in Europe they said Indian league maybe is like not professional, but
ah,
now people are they seeing now there is more and more and more professional. And also
yeah.
if we are looking Indian national team,
Hmm.
every year is better. If you ask me, no?
Okay. Like, do you remember Sahal Abdul Samad?
Yeah, I'm still
Like,
watching him,
what
still
are your
watching
thoughts on
him.
his growth? Like, when you were there, he was just a small child, kid. He just started playing for Kerala. Like this
Yeah,
growth. Now he's a Mohun Bagan star. What do you think about? Like, how was like Sahal when you were there in the team? Any memories?
yeah, of course. First of all, let's say the first part which is more important to me than football is to be good person.
Yeah.
And Sahal is he's amazing person, humbled,
Okay.
hardworking, big talent if you ask me, because he has something in him that let's say that maybe 1% football players in India have. Good talent,
Okay.
good dribble, and mentality.
Hmm.
So if I'm honest, I'm not happy that he went to 80K because
Yeah,
he's from
even me, of
Kerala.
course. No Kerala Blasters fans will be happy.
Yeah, but still, this is football. It's normal.
Yeah.
It's normal thing that
Yeah.
he got to
Yeah.
80K because his dreams was to win ISL. You know, Kerala Blasters is always close, but
Hmm.
you know, always in the final, but never won. So
Yeah.
maybe he saw that opportunity to go to 80K because they really want him. Yeah. So
Hmm.
it's normal thing, but one important thing is also that Ivan Vukumanovic was there. When he was there, I was like watching, and I think he developed his mentality to KBFC,
Hmm.
and there was
Yeah.
the biggest growth, if you ask me. Yeah,
Okay. So you are working with David James that season. How was the experience coming under them? The legend David James.
yeah, it was interesting because I know who is he. He was like big name
Yeah.
goalkeeper playing for national
Have
team
you ever
and that
met him
kind of
before?
stuff.
Like before ISL?
No, never. I was
Okay.
just watching him on TV. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but before I went to KBC, we were in touch on the phone
Mm.
like all the time because he really wants me, and I have like good opinion about him
Mm.
because also like we said, he's big star, but he was like big human
Okay.
because where there is like public and TV and that kind of things, it's
Mm.
okay. It's okay to be nice, but important is how you act where the TV is like shut down and you are with him one on one. And he was really good. He was amazing. He was kind.
Mm.
So I I, I would like to say that he's a good person, good coach for me. Yeah.
Mm. So okay. So if you get a chance to come back to ISL again, you will be surely coming, right? In future.
Yeah, this is hard question for me because
Will you
like
come?
I said, I really enjoyed it there. But
Yeah.
depends on because here in my club in Slovenia I also
Mm.
really enjoying, But of
Okay.
course, because if there is opportunity,
Just
and
imagine you're not in the club. You're like a free agent right now. Like Kerala Blasters is
yeah,
calling you.
easy,
You will go.
easy question. I would go easy.
Great.
We are traveling to away
Mm.
games. I am checking like DMs and then I respond, but there are maybe 1,000 messages, even more.
So
So
still
it's
Kerala
hard.
Blasters fans text you now also?
Yeah, of course. One of
Yeah.
them, I also met after the game because they are studying here in Slovenia,
Okay.
so they come to watch games. So maybe two or three of them, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to ask you some rapid fire questions. Okay. You must tell it like
So
fast. Okay.
okay, yeah.
The first question is one word to describe NK Bravo, your current team.
Hard work.
Your closest friend in your team right now.
It's impossible. All of them.
All of them. Okay.
Yeah.
Toughest opponent you have faced this season. Toughest opponent.
Uh, Enka Celje.
Okay. Your favorite Slovenian dish after a big win.
My favorite Slovenian.
Yeah.
Hmm, so it's tough.
Nothing.
Tough. I
What?
don't know.
There's nothing.
I
Like,
don't know. Yeah.
okay. The best goal like you have scored so far. Like, which goal do you like to remember in your full career?
The one maybe was not the best, but which more like is like stayed in my mind is the goal in Conference League for 2-0
Okay.
in extra time when we won in Wales and go through the next stage.
Nice. So, if you get a chance to return to ISL other than Kerala Blasters, which team would you join? Other than Kerala?
Maybe Goa.
Goa. Okay.
Yeah.
Because of Sandesh Dinkin?
No, but I like the style and also it's close to Kerala, so that way.
Yeah, okay. That type of thing.
Yeah.
Your favorite Kerala Blasters teammate during that time? Anyone particularly close other than Sandesh Dinkin?
One teammate.
Yeah. When you were at Kerala.
I so I was with Cyril Kali, really good.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
So one word to describe Kerala Blasters fans.
passion.
One dream club you still want to play for. Any dream? I know you told that you have like done all your dream. Is there any dream still you want to play?
No,
I don't know.
no.
Okay. Any you have any pre-match ritual?
Yes.
Yeah. Like what is it? Possible? Can you say?
Just like few things which I got through, like some like few exercises to stretch a little bit, to relax, like mindset, like
Okay. If you aren't a football player, what would you be?
probably basketball player
Basketball. You're interested in
because
basketball.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm small, but like I like basketball too.
Okay. Messi or Ronaldo?
Both of them.
One. You have to pick one. Come on. Yes.
I can't
Then pick
because
easy. Ronaldo. It's Ronaldo.
for me they are both the best. Really,
Best. You
I
don't
don't
have any
have like
favorites. Yeah.
I don't have favorites. I don't have idol, but I'm
Hmm.
just like to watch them because they are really amazing, both of them.
Superpower you wish you had in a game, like in football, like one superpower.
Stronger.
Okay. Any favorite skill of football you like to show off? Like you're good at, really good at.
Maybe headers.
Okay. Okay. Last question. NK Bravo or Kerala Blasters? Pick one first.
Sorry, who would win?
NK. No. Generally, which club would you choose?
Between Bravo and Kerala.
Yeah. Like which comes to your heart?
Yeah.
Come on, just pick one. Is coming in your mind. No problem.
For me, this is the same question like who you like more, your mother or your father? It's
Okay.
impossible to answer.
Okay. But the Kerala Blasters fans are still waiting for you to come back. Many
Yeah.
people are saying. I actually created a reel like few months back that whether they want you to come back to Kerala. Most of them said yes to that poll. They really
Yeah.
miss you. Like
It's
yeah.
appreciate it. Really like means a lot to me. Yeah. Nice.
Okay. Yeah. So before we end, I just want to ask you a few more questions. So a lot of Indian football fans in India aren't familiar with Slovenian league yet. If
Mhm.
someone in India wants to start following it, what would you suggest? Like which match should they start with? Who are the top players to watch, and how can they be excited about this?
So also interesting question, but I think they will enjoy it because
Mm.
we have also like ultras
Okay.
and it's good like opportunity to watch like let's say because if you look Kerala Blasters fans they,
Yeah.
it's full stadium full
Yeah.
stadiums like cheering and that's kind of it, but in Slovenia you have like ultras behind the goals and like
Mm.
normal spectators like they are watching like normal games, so maybe this
Yeah.
would be interesting. I don't know.
Is there any fun or interesting story from your time at Kerala Blasters that most people don't know about?
I like to say to them like from the beginning till now, they need to support the club and believe they
Mm,
will win ISL in the
yeah.
future because they have passion, they have power, they have everything, but
Mm,
sometimes they lose the hope. Some of them, not all of them, some of them,
okay.
because in the beginning I'm watching stadium is full, and it's
Mm,
nice to see that. And then when let's say that KBFC is not close to reach like
yeah, when they
top
don't
six,
perform well, there was,
exactly, I would like to see that the stadium is always full because it's really beautiful to watch them.
yeah. Okay. So before we end, I just want to ask one last question. Is there any advice you like to give to young football players who is dreaming of making a big like you?
One look, if you watched my tattoo, it's like always like hard work, determination,
Mm,
commitment, passion, belief, hope, and stay humble.
okay.
For me, this is really important. And I know it sometimes is hard because when you are young, you have friends, and some of them they are not playing football, and they said, "Look, fuck football, go out with me," or
Mm,
something like that. Enjoy spending time to
mm.
I don't know.
When did you start
Don't
playing
listen to
football,
them.
by the way?
When I was 4,
Okay. Okay.
yeah. But everybody in my family they played football, so it was easier for me, like brother,
Okay.
father, and
Yeah.
all of them.
Yeah. In India, it's really tough. Like people go more on cricket. Football is not such a big sport yet
Yeah,
for India. Yeah.
I know. But they need to believe in themselves
Mm,
and just like confident, hard work, training every day, and
mm,
this is one good opportunity because you have only maybe once in your life to
mm.
become the football player. Yeah.